Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius November 28, 2022. Today's moon is in your work/health sector, and taking care of business satisfies an emotional need. It's natural for you to want to be productive today, and there's a nice flow of energy with you for fulfilling your duties. With Jupiter's recent direct turn, you're gradually seeing improvements or forward motion with your intimate life or shared resources. You feel more confident and on the ball about dealing with tricky emotions and complicated problems. A close relationship may resume, rekindle, or heat up. Or, if you've been procrastinating on settling your finances, you're now ready to take them on. The give and take in a relationship improves, or there is more clarity about your feelings and a partner's involvement. While Mars remains retrograde, and it continues to be important to take things easy, Jupiter's change of direction is wonderful for boosting optimism and making empowering lifestyle changes. You'll have even more planetary energy jolting you up like a battery, exactly how you like it. Mental Mercury has left behind the deep, watery abyss of Scorpio to toss flames and fireworks in the fields of Sagittarius. This is especially auspicious for you, as this means our cosmic messenger will be igniting your solar fifth house of passion and romance for weeks ahead. Your mind and communications will circle entirely around true love, pleasure, creativity, and passion. Couples should use this vibration to reignite the spark and seduce their significant other. Singles should update their dating profiles with sexy new photos. All you can do is take everything day by day. It might be challenging to have a clear perspective of what your professional trajectory might be like due to Chiron retrograde in Aries. You may even feel apprehensive about moving forward, especially since Chiron retrograde squares the moon in Capricorn today. Although it can be daunting to picture your next steps, the lunar influence might be just what you need. Rome was not built in a day, and neither is your career. Use the square to diffuse any tension by focusing on taking calculated steps at work. Having the moon move through your work sector over the weekend and away from the noise of the working week can make it easier to stand back, listening to your intuition, instincts, and imagination in a way that puts things in perspective. This last visit before Venus, the planet of money returns, is putting the moon at a friendly aspect to planets in your income sector that will help her guide you to a lucrative end to this professional year. You don't shy away from the spotlight, and you are nearly always there to take the blame if something goes wrong. You don't need a wider berth, you already enjoy great freedom, even the limelight. If your usual exercise program entails a predictable routine, try incorporating something different like running by the ocean or downloading a fitness app. Use your voice. Singing out loud in the car or the shower is a good aerobic release. Your demeanor shouldn't bottle up your Kundalini energies, they cry to be released. Today is a perfect day to set about getting some things done. This can be especially so if you've neglected certain tasks recently. Procrastination can be a familiar foe for a 5, and as a result, you may feel like you're always running behind. Perhaps you encounter frustrated people who are annoyed at your relaxed approach to things. While this is part of your charm, it can damage your reputation and credibility. See about regaining some ground today. It was just yesterday that the sun and moon parted ways after aligning as a new moon, with both on very different sides of life's fence today. When the moon left a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart yesterday, the sun not only stayed on but in his first weekend has the support of Venus and Mercury in order to fully embrace this. In the meantime, the moon has moved on, and moving through your work sector is sending information, insights, and messages that can help you line up for Mercury's return in 10 days and a chance to start bringing this professional year home. At the same time that the sun is spending his first weekend in your romantic sector, there is a friendly aspect between Venus here and Chiron in an adventurous part of your chart. As well as bringing the spirit of romance and adventure together, this is putting the planets of love and healing in harmony. This is something that even Mercury, the planet of communication, is helping to give a voice to. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings an element of swiftness and response. The day starts intense, with a ton of energy swirling around. Remember that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. You planted the seeds a while back, so go ahead and jump into your destiny. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You're a soldier. Ask yourself exactly who and what you're willing to fight for. That is exactly where you need to focus your time and attention. It might even require you to cut unwanted things and people from your life. You'll feel encouraged to stick to your commitments and rebel against the system. It's going to require you to stand up for yourself in many areas of your life. Today is not a good day for financial adventures. You are being somewhat sluggish and aren't at all creative. Refrain from starting ambitious projects. You don't have the necessary willpower to conclude them successfully. Wait for better times, because if you try to force things through now, they will backfire. You've done what you needed to do, and you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. Be proud of yourself. This evening, let yourself chillax with some wonderful food, conversation, and company. In the morning, the Capricorn moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, provoking insecurity. Conflicts emerge. Our ability to care for ourselves or others is called into question. We may be willing to rise to the occasion and assume the management process, but fears of inadequacy give us pause. In our past, we were belittled for taking a strong, assertive approach. We had to learn how to temper our emotions to get what we need, but employing more reserved tactics may not serve us well at this moment. For now, we must face this challenge without the promise of a win, which can be anxiety-inducing. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. It's essential to ask yourself if your actions are always necessary. Often you feel as if you have to prove yourself to your colleagues and without reason may use questionable means to achieve this by opposing suggestions they make. Try to remain helpful and cooperative. Projects work out much better. Mid-afternoon, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, allowing us to loosen up and go with the flow. Sudden shakeups to work, routines, or resources prompt us to approach our problems in new ways. Disruptions such as these would ordinarily bother us, but they now offer a chance to stop thinking so much about ourselves and focus on the task at hand. The known is what is presently causing us grief, this idea that we are incapable of overcoming our personal failings. The unknown, however, is full of possibility. Switching up our agendas and breaking from bad habits is liberating and frees us from self-consciousness. We will likely be met with serendipity in the later part of the day. Chance meetings, surprising turn of events, or unexpected opportunities are only a few of fate's possible manifestations.